Hello and welcome back to the Daily Refresh. Happy first day of summer and summer solstice day. Our scripture comes from Matthew, the 6th chapter, verse 19, and it reads, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal." So we know here on earth corruption can happen, destruction can happen, all of those things can happen. So this is letting us know when it comes to those real meaningful treasures that we want to have for ourselves, essentially for eternity, like those are not things that we are going to store up here on earth. And the way that we're storing up these eternal treasures, the ones that will follow depending on your belief, is living in the way God has told us to live. And in that way, we're storing up those types of spiritual treasures in heaven where we won't have the chance of corruption or destruction like we do here on earth. So the devotion from the YouVersion app today says, "Treasure that lasts forever." Every human grows up in a world filled with desires and needs. We learn from an early age that we prefer comfort over discomfort. We discover that it is easier to have plenty than it is to have little. So, for anyone who has had plenty versus having little, you know the difference. You know how it feels when you have a lot and when you have a little. And human nature just makes us lean more toward having more than not. And so we want to be comfortable. We don't necessarily want to be uncomfortable or have a sense of discomfort. And sometimes that happens when our focus is on, more materialistic things. So this devotion is going to tell us a few more things on how we can maybe shift our focus a bit. Material possessions can certainly create comfort in our lives. The new cars, the bigger houses, or the latest phones. It's easy to think that having more will make you happier too. But nothing you can buy will last forever. So just think about it. Even if you buy the newest iPhone right out of the store, as soon as it gets there, of course, as soon as you buy it and take it out of the box, it's already starting to depreciate in value. Once you use it, it's depreciating even more, and it's not going to last forever. There's going to be something that breaks or something that needs an update, but maybe that phone can't get that update and you have to upgrade to the next phone. Same thing with cars. Things with the engine might break, or any other kind of mechanical failures can happen, and houses and just any material possessions that we have are having an option of failure. And it's just a part of life, but it also teaches us that this still should not be our all in all as far as where we're putting all of our focus and attention. Everything that we collect here on earth has an expiration date. Cars break down, houses crumble, new phones become obsolete really quickly. In the long run, we really have no control over the things of this world. Jesus invites us to a different way of life when he tells us to focus on storing up treasures in heaven where things do not deteriorate or disappear. Rather than focus on piling up earthly things, he calls us to focus on heavenly things that will last eternally. Everything we own was actually given to us by God's grace. And that's important to remember that, yes, we have acquired it through maybe we saved up from what we made with our jobs, or, we had some kind of gift or whatever the case may be. But when it's all said and done, it's still through God's grace and his providence that we're able to have any of these possessions. Some may even say treasures. And that is through God's grace. Uh, However, as it's stated, we want to make sure that that's still not our focus. Our focus should be more on storing up treasures in heaven where we know it's going to be there forever. We can break the habit of amassing treasure on earth by seeing all of our material possessions as something given by God for us to share with others. We can also shift our priorities toward thinking an eternal impact in people's lives by sharing the hope of Jesus with them. What small steps can you take today to begin to shift your focus from earthly treasures to heavenly treasures? What has God given you that you can share with others to make a difference in their life as well? Take some time to pray to God about these things. So that'll be, I think a great goal for us today and, for the rest of the week, and just creating that habit of what is it that I have that I can share with someone, whether that's a testimony of how you made it over, how you made it through an obstacle, how you made it through a tough time, and giving that encouragement and motivation to someone who is going through, because a lot of people are going through right now. And even if you're going through, the thing I've always been able to kind of think about is someone still has it even worse. Even when I am really dealing with some terrible things, there's someone who has dealt with even worse than what I'm dealing with. And so there's still room to have this encouragement and motivation and inspiration for someone to help them to grow in their relationship with Christ, to get closer to Him, to have more of a focus on Him, and then it can be more of a pay it forward cycle. Then they do the same thing for someone else, and then it just continues and continues. And then we start to understand that yes, these treasures we have here on earth are nice and good to have, but still are not our main focus of why we're here on earth. So until tomorrow, God bless you.